What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and Katt Williams just went off on everyone. Okay, so those who don't know, those who've been living under a rock, Katt Williams was on the Shannon Sharp podcast, and he exposed a lot of things. He called out a bunch of people. He called out Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, P. Diddy, Ludacris, just a bunch of people, and for different reasons. So he called out Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer for stealing jokes and basically plagiarizing their whole stand-up sets with other comedians' material, and of course not crediting them or anything like that. And the crazy thing about all this is that if you go on like Twitter, stuff like that, if you search up these names, people have now brought up clips with the original source joke and then Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer's joke, and how they stole it literally word for word, verbatim, 10 years later. And it's like, the jokes are so intricate, there's no way they can say, oh, I just thought of it and someone already got to it before me. It's like literal, like, piece by piece stories with detail, with the same character names and everything. He also called out Kevin Hart for being an industry plant, and he said that his rise was not organic because he just showed up one day, he had all these movie deals and stuff like that, and he's never sold out a Kevin Hart stand-up show, and all of a sudden he has all this fame and renown from his first year that has never been seen before. And the craziest thing for me was when he exposed is a extreme word, but when he called out Steve Harvey, and he was like, he took the whole premise of Mark Curry's sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper and literally did it verbatim for the Steve Harvey show. I was like, yo, I wasn't expecting that, you know what I mean? And in the next few weeks, we're going to see the comedians and stuff respond. Actually, Cedric the Entertainer said in this Instagram comment, revisionist history, regardless of whether Katt's opinion, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims is his. But this stuff has already been proven that he stole it. So all this stuff that's coming out is just like insane. And it's not like he wasn't there to promote anything. He was just sitting there talking to Shannon Sharp, and he let all this stuff off his chest because over the past few years, a bunch of comedians have come out and said, yeah, Katt Williams failed especially Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart went on The Breakfast Club, went off talking about, oh, you had all the opportunity to put comedians on, and you didn't do this and the third, and you have all these issues that you can't handle in your personal life that's preventing you from being as successful as you should be, and you were given the keys to Hollywood, stuff like that. He basically rebuttal was, I did put comedians on. I put a bunch of people on my tours, this and the third. You're an industry plant. This and the third. And it also, Kevin Hart's comics is in a bad light because now his personal life is coming up and is messing with his stuff. Like his affairs and all the stuff like that and all that different shit. And Kevin Hart basically said how he was at certain points where he was asked to do sexual favors, or insinuated. So he was asked to do sexual favors in order to get roles in Hollywood, and he didn't want to do that. Or when he worked with Martin Lawrence, they were trying to put him in a dress, and he didn't want to do that. Which is another thing Dave Chappelle brought up a few years ago on the Oprah Winfrey show, that he was basically on the set of Martin Lawrence Blue Shriek, I think it was called, and they kept trying to put him in a dress for his scene, and he's like, I'm not doing it.
I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And what? This prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that.
And so it's a weird pattern where they try to put men in dresses to demasculate them or something like that. It's just a lot, and it's obviously has been a pattern because we've seen it before where they try to do these things. And he also called out Ricky Smiley, who said that he had the part for Big Money Mike, which is the character that Katt Williams played in Friday After Next. And so he was like, I had originally had the part of the pimp, but it was swapped last second, and I became Santa Claus. And then Katt Williams obviously came out and said, no, that isn't true. I wrote most of the lines. I did this and the third and all the makeup and stuff like that. And there's just a lot of stuff going on. So if you see anything related to Katt Williams, it's just letting you know it is because of this podcast. I highly recommend going and watch the podcast. You don't have to watch the entire 2 hour and 40-minute thing, but he also uploaded like 30 minutes with him getting to the point of all the beef he had with different comedians, stuff like that. It's edited very nicely, because I heard the 30-minute one and I thought this was the whole podcast, but it was actually like a 2 hour and 40 minutes. So I recommend it. I want to see how this plays out, because he called out a lot of comedians, he called out a lot of artists, and you know people's gonna get in their feelings. So whatever happens, we gonna see, and if something crazy happens, you will hear it from me. Ooh, that was a bar. Hold on. Anyway, that's all I got. See y'all tomorrow.